Picture this. It's a random Tuesday, nothing dramatic. You're just living your life. Then your phone buzzes. Your car needs new brakes. Your landlord raises the rent. Your kid needs something for school. Your job suddenly feels less secure than it did last week. And you feel that familiar knot in your chest. Not panic yet, but that tight, oh no feeling. You open your banking app. You already know what's there. A few $100s, maybe less, and suddenly every single decision feels heavier. Do I put this on a credit card? Do I delay it? Do I pretend it's not happening? Now here's the crazy part. If you had $5,000 sitting in cash, this entire moment would feel boring, not exciting, not life-changing in a flashy way, just boring. And that is why $5,000 in cash changes your life more than a raise. My name is William, and I spend way too much time thinking about money, financial psychology, and why smart people still feel broke. If you're someone who earns money but still feels one emergency away from falling apart, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Look, I know this title probably sounds wrong, because we've been trained to believe raises fix money problems. More income equals less stress, right? Here's the thing. That assumption is exactly why so many people making more money than ever still feel financially fragile. Let's address this head on. Most people believe, if I just made a little more money, everything would be easier. And sure, income matters, but income alone does not create financial stability. According to the Federal Reserve, nearly 40% of Americans can't cover a $400 emergency without borrowing money. Let that sink in. That includes people with decent jobs, people with college degrees, people making $60,000, $80,000, even six figures. So if income were the solution, that statistic wouldn't exist. This is where it gets really interesting. Here's what most people don't realize. There are two completely different money games happening at the same time. Cash flow, how much comes in each month. Cash position, how much control you have when life punches you in the face. A raise improves cash flow. $5,000 improves your cash position. And psychologically, those two things are not even close. Let's say you get a $5,000 raise. Sounds amazing. But after taxes, that's maybe $3,200 a year, or about $266 per month. And what happens? Your life absorbs it. A slightly nicer apartment, more eating out, subscriptions you deserve now. Maybe a car upgrade. This isn't a discipline problem. It's human nature. Economists call this lifestyle inflation. Psychologists call it hedonic adaptation. Your brain recalibrates what normal feels like. So the stress level stays almost exactly the same. Now compare that to $5,000 in cash. $5,000 doesn't drip into your life slowly. It sits there, visible, quiet, powerful. It changes how you think before anything even happens. Behavioral economists call this option value. Having cash gives you options, and options reduce fear. You don't feel richer, you feel safer, and safety changes behavior more than income ever does. Let's break this down with real numbers. Imagine two people. Person A makes $75,000 a year, has $800 in savings, gets a $5,000 raise. Person B makes $65,000 a year, has $5,000 in cash, no raise. Who is more financially stable? It's person B, and it's not even close. Why? Because emergencies don't care about your salary. They care about timing. Your transmission fails this week. Your medical bill arrives this month. Your job disappears unexpectedly. Cash solves timing problems. Raises don't. Here's what most people don't realize. When you don't have cash, every problem triggers a chain reaction. Emergency to credit card to interest to higher monthly payments to less flexibility to more stress to worse decisions. It's a downward spiral, but $5,000 breaks the chain. You don't borrow, you don't panic, you don't compound the problem, you just handle it. Now you might be thinking, okay, William, but $5,000 isn't that much money. Exactly. And that's why this works. This isn't about becoming rich. It's about becoming unstuck. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, The median monthly expense shock for households is under $2,000, meaning $5,000 doesn't just cover one emergency, it covers multiple mistakes, and that's huge. This part surprised me when I first realized it. Cash doesn't just protect you financially. It changes how you behave socially. When you have zero buffer, you tolerate bad bosses, you avoid asking for raises, you stay quiet in meetings, you fear getting fired. But with $5,000, you breathe differently, you negotiate better, you take smarter risks, you're less desperate, and ironically, that confidence often leads to more income later. Here's a concept I call the invisible raise. When you stop paying, credit card interest, late fees, overdraft fees, panic-driven purchases, your effective income goes up. The average American pays over $1,000 a year in interest and fees. Eliminating that is the equivalent of a raise without working more. $5,000 makes that possible. People always ask, why not $1,000? Why not $10,000? Here's the thing, $1,000 helps, but it still feels fragile. $10,000 is amazing, but feels unattainable to many. $5,000 is the psychological tipping point. It's enough to feel solid, small enough to feel achievable. That's why it works. Let's talk execution. Step 1, stop calling this savings, call it control money. This money's only job is to buy you time and peace. Step 2, automate $100 to $300 per paycheck. Not someday, not when things calm down, now. Step 3, use friction. Put it in a high-yield savings account you don't touch daily. Out of sight, out of temptation. Step 4, one-time accelerators, tax refund bonus side. Income selling, unused stuff. This is not forever, this is a sprint. I once talked to someone making over $90,000. Smart, hard-working, still anxious all the time. They had zero cash. 6 months later, they hit $5,000. Same job, same salary, but they said something I'll never forget. I don't feel rich. I just don't feel scared anymore. That's the win. Here's what most people get wrong. They chase income to fix insecurity. But insecurity isn't an income problem. It's a buffer problem. And buffers are built with cash. Look, $5,000 won't make you wealthy, but it will make you harder to break. It will stop small problems from becoming life-altering ones. So if you're watching this thinking, that's exactly what I need right now. Start today. Not perfectly, not dramatically, just consistently. If this helped you, hit the like button. It tells the algorithm this was worth someone's time. Subscribe if you want more videos that explain money the way no one else does. And remember, the goal isn't to look rich. The goal is to sleep at night. I'll see you in the next one.